Heyo, what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to Save the Crew. And last episode didn't really go the way I had hoped, especially that last match against NYCFC. But sometimes that's gonna happen. You know, those things do happen. Hasn't happened to us in quite some time, but it is kind of highlighting our problem that has kind of plagued us this entire series, and that is we just don't finish games very well. So I really don't know how to fix that. But we got to figure it out because we're midway through August now. We've got a couple of months left. Now is when we need to start turning it on and getting ourselves right for the playoffs. And we're getting into crunch time as far as our fixtures go as well. We're starting off today in the US Open Cup semifinal. We're taking on Chicago. We've had success against them this year. I think we've beaten them 3-0 and 3-1. So we're looking pretty good there. We might have a potential spot in the finals waiting for us. But we play Toronto 2 times this month. They're up to 3rd place, so those are a couple big games. Next month we play Atlanta twice. So if there was ever a time that we're going to make this push and try to go for that supporter shield in the top spot in the East, now is it. All right, here we go. Kickoff in Chicago for this semifinal. And like I said, we are slightly rotated in there today. I brought everyone, though. If we do need to bring in the starters, we have them available. And we're looking good, man. We're ready. I feel like we can make this happen to get through to the final. Zardes for Opoku. Making the run. I think that is Benitez. I thought that might have been trapped for a second, but Benitez is coming through on goal. Benitez looking for an option. Pulls it back for Opoku. Backheels it. Another one. Zardes turns the corner, and Giassi Zardes scores. That was beautiful passing in the 18-yard box. Every pass going to where I needed it to get to. And Zardes is there for the finish. Very nicely worked. Very efficient passing and play from us. Something that's been lacking recently. Hopefully that is a sign of things to come today. Oh, Opoku. There he is. Captain high press. Opoku. Does he have a shot here? Oh, it's just wide. I didn't think it was going to clear that first defender. When it did, I thought we had a goal there. Opoku very nearly creates something on his own. Oh, that's a good header from Lee Sung-gi. And then I got too caught up reading his name. That was my fault. That was so stupid. I actually distracted myself trying to read his freaking name and didn't pay attention to who I was controlling on the pitch. And I just let him run through and score. That was so stupid. And we just let them right back into the game. Okay, that's my fault. I take full responsibility for that. We'll just put that behind us. Just get back to work. We're keeping the pressure on. I like it. Here's Will Trapp now. Will Trapp. Oh, nice little move from Will. Will Trapp. He's going to have a shot. Oh, it's off the defender. Plays it for Benitez, though. Benitez, and he scores. Wow. Okay. I've complained a lot about getting very unlucky with bounces and things like that. We just had the ball in the Chicago half for about 10 straight minutes, strictly because we were getting lucky bounces. I'm not going to take that for granted. I'm not going to try to pay it off. That one was a prime example. Shot bounces off the defender right back to Will Trapp. Lays it for Benitez, and he's able to slot it home. Okay, we've got this lead back. It looks like we're in for a bit of a shootout in Chicago. Let's just keep possession over here. Who's making that run? Is that... Oh, it's Benitez. Benitez, you know who we're looking for. And he's open! And he blows the finish. Zardes just blew by the left back on that side for an open shot. He just couldn't get the volley right. Alright, free kick here for Chicago. I'm not sure what they're doing. I'm also not sure what Abubakar is doing down there. What is happening? Abubakar is just muscling that dude out of the stadium. Are they going to take this free kick or what? And then they dink it. There's nobody... There wasn't anyone there, but none of my players went to the ball. What was that? And is that the end of the game? Wow, that second half went by so fast. The final 25 to 30 minutes. I didn't even realize we were getting that close to the end, but that is going to do it. Okay, 2-1 is the final score. I guess it's not so much a shootout as I thought it was going to be. We got really sloppy in that second half. Passes just weren't going to the right players. It got really bogged down in the midfield, but that's okay. That is okay. Our defense was good that game. Aside from my one mistake, only gave up the 1 goal. We got the job done. That's all that matters. We're going through to the final. And would you look at this? I thought for sure, without a shadow of a doubt, we were going to be facing Orlando in the US Open Cup final. New England's in last place in the Eastern Conference, but alas, on penalties, New England moves through, and we will face them in the US Open Cup final. I really did not expect that. All right, so now we can turn our sights back to the league and business at hand. We're back home to take on Montreal, though Montreal is next to last. Only New England is below them in the Eastern Conference. And we all know how much I dislike playing Montreal. I don't like the style that they play. Although it looks like they don't play a 5 at the back anymore, so maybe it wouldn't be too bad, but I'm still going to simulate this game as far down as they are. And we get a result I kind of expected. 3-0, a very nice win. And even more important, Facundo Ferreira scored a goal. So here's a little look at our schedule coming up. Do you remember all the way back to the beginning of the season where we had all those home games in a row and I said, eventually that's going to catch up to us and it's not going to be pretty? Well, welcome to the ugly part of our schedule. We just finished that home match against Montreal. Now we're off to Toronto to take on that pretty decent Toronto team. They're in 4th place right now in the Eastern Conference. Then we travel all the way across to San Jose, California to take on that Earthquakes team. And then we're all the way back to Toronto again. That's 2 games in a week against that Toronto team at BMO Field. And then after that, not to be outdone, we travel to Atlanta to take on the #1 team in the league. 3 of those 4 games are against playoff teams. The only one that's not is against San Jose. They're 1 point out of a playoff spot in the West. All good teams and all on the road. All right, so here's a look at this Toronto team. It's pretty much unchanged. I don't see any new names in there, and I don't see any names really missing. They still have Gio and Altidore up top. A strong 5-man midfield. And they're playing a 3 at the back, not a 5 at the back. That's interesting. Okay. Okay. There might be some room to exploit that defense. And I say that, but first we have to stop that offense, which is genuinely terrifying. So we'll do our best to do that today. And I think maybe counterattacking might be our best option. We'll have to see how this thing goes. Oh my God, Giovinco is through. He gets a quick shot off on Zach Steffen already. That's not how we want to start the game. All right, corner for Toronto. That was interesting. And oh my God, we got absolutely wiped in there. Okay, let's just, yeah, we're stopping that because we just lost Jonathan Mensah. That's not what we wanted to do at all. And I have no idea how Zach Steffen actually saved that shot from Josie Altidore. So let's get Mensah off the pitch. I think I brought Abubakar with us, so that's not too much of a problem. But we're under the gun early here. Whew, that ball back to Hasler across. Giossi Zardes. Where the heck did he come from? I don't know, but I'm glad he was there. All right, this is, oh my God, that was such bad defending. I have no idea how we got away with that again, but we just let Vasquez run straight through. Nobody picked him up. No one tried to get in the way of that cross coming in. Trapp moving the ball forward through the midfield, weaving his way, trying to find Altidore. Altidore in there for Barrera. Barrera tries to sneak through, and he is through. He's going to go across for Pedro Santos. Hits the upright, and the ball just ricochets just out of the reach of Facundo Ferreira on the back stick. How in the world did we not score from that? Oh, Barrera, big read there. Ball in for Facundo. Good first touch for Facundo Ferreira. Makes the unselfish play. It's going to end up in the back of the net. I can't believe Bono made that save on Zardes. He hit it back across net. Bono must have saved that with his cleats, like the studs. I have no idea how he actually stopped that shot, but it's going to end up as an own goal. I don't care. It's in the back of the net, and it's 1-0 Columbus. Whew. Oh, God. That was an interesting pass, but it works out. Archer comes up with the ball here. He's driving forward. Archer actually has quite a bit of space. Lays that off. It's Facundo Ferreira! And that is not an own goal. That was a thunder strike from Facundo Ferreira at the top of the 18-yard box with his left foot into the upper 90. Nothing Bono could do about that one, and it is 2-0 just like that. Instant follow-up goal from Columbus. We are all over Toronto right before halftime. That was absolutely exquisite. That pullback from Archer right there. Wow, that split them open. Okay, maybe not upper 90, but into the roof of the net nonetheless. Boy, Josie's running at the defense here. Ball back out for Akinola. Jimenez comes across, doesn't quite get there in time. Josie off the post. Oh my goodness, we are playing with fire right now at the back. We've given up quite a few opportunities. I have no idea how they haven't scored yet, but we are hanging on by the skin of our teeth. Oh, Ferreira. That's through for Barrera. There's no one catching him. Barrera's through on goal. Barrera, okay, slides that home. Interesting finish, but we'll take it once again. Just like that, a chance for Toronto on one end, turns into a counterattack for Columbus, and it is 3-0. I think, not 100% sure because you've seen what's happened with us lately, but I think that this one is over. Oh yes, Columbus is now just putting their foot on the throat. Toronto is starting to crumble here. Look at that ball out wide for Pedro Santos. Santos! And it is 4-0. Straight from kickoff. Toronto gave the ball back. We ran straight back up the field. Santos made a great run. Barrera picked him out. And we score again. What in the hell is going on in Toronto? Oh, Giovinco. We're not going to let him do it. Oh, Boubacar. A stone-cold stop on Giovinco there. And do we have this ball through for Facundo Ferreira? He is in behind the defense. Facundo Ferreira rolls it by near post. And it is 5-0. I swear we can do no wrong today. Even when we blow a defensive assignment, which we've done twice in this game, Toronto's only managed to hit the woodwork. There's no way this game should be 5-0. I don't understand what's happening here, but I will absolutely take it. And that is going to do it. And that's an understatement. Wow. I don't think anyone saw that one coming. 5-0 is the final score against Toronto. That was just a rough day at the office, I think, for Toronto. Starting with that own goal. They hit the woodwork a couple of times. Giovinco is through one time, one-on-one with Stefan, and just put a shot wide. That was just a rough day for them. We've been there. We've had those days, but it's nice to be on the receiving end at least once. And the news on Jonathan Mensah, not good. Dislocated shoulder. He'll be out for 8 weeks, although I swear he was holding his knee when he went down, which really had me worried. I thought something was torn and he was done for the season, but 8 weeks, it's actually not the worst case scenario. He should be back for the playoffs. So our next match is going to be against San Jose, as you saw earlier. And I'm actually going to sim that one as well, but I just wanted to show you a glimpse of what's going on in the Western Conference. Portland is up top. I mean, they're running away with it. They're 10 points clear of Seattle. Seattle has a 4-point cushion over Dallas and Colorado. And then 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th, the entire Western Conference is still in play. They're all within 2 points of each other. That is absolutely freaking crazy. But you see San Jose in there in 8th place. They have a minus 12 goal difference. I think our team can handle this one, even though it is on the road. All right, so the team is getting a little tired. I mean, we have to rotate a little bit. Will Trapp's not going to be in there for this one. I'm also going to give Zardes a bit of a breather. He hasn't had a rest in a very, very long time. But I'm going to put Rogerson in there for him. And Reggie Cannon's going to step in as well. The rest of the team's going to stay the same. And we'll see how we do on the road here. Whoo, that was a close one. But Harlan Barrera and the boys pull out another 3 points. So we are back once again north of the border to take on this Toronto side. And our team's looking a little bit different today. We're going to have to rest a couple of players. I mean, theoretically, this should be a game where we do rotate, as we do have Atlanta coming up next. And that's a much, much more important game for us. But I do feel like this is a place where we can get points again. So we're going to try to stick with as many starters as possible. We do have Sosa joining into the first team. Jimenez is going to play left back because Nyarko is going to have to play center back, and he's the normal backup. Valenzuela needs a rest, and we have Reggie Cannon playing right back. So the defense is a little bit askew, but it's still pretty decent. I'm still feeling pretty confident. If anything else, I think we could just flat out outscore this Toronto side. All right, here we go. Kickoff again in Toronto, and it looks like Toronto's going with the same. It's the same players, but they're in slightly different positions. It's the same 3-5-2 formation. It's weird. Oh, Giovinco now on the wing with it. The good news is that Giovinco and Altidore are both way out here, and now the ball is out of play. We're forcing them so far wide. Both strikers are having to come out and support the attack. I mean, that's how much we are putting them off of whatever they're trying to do. But here we go again. Santos up the wing. This just seems to be the theme today. It's just Pedro Santos absolutely decimating them. I do see Zardes arriving. Header straight at the goalkeeper, though. That was such a perfect cross. Oh, oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Wow, I can't believe they scored. Okay, I just could not quite time my tackles right there, and Toronto, with 10 minutes left in the half, have taken the lead here. And Jimenez is coming forward with it. You know we're going to try to get this to Pedro Santos. This has been here all freaking game. It's just been our decision-making has not... I don't know who blocked that or if the keeper saved it, but I thought we had the equalizer there. What the fuck is that shit? What a bad pass! Oh my god, that luck is so real right now. Here comes Sosa. He's going to wait, give it up for Pedro Santos. Are you serious? Bono is having the freaking game of his life. There's no possible way he should have saved that shot. Here we go, back up this side. Let's flick this over here for Zardes. Plays it back for Trapp. This is looking really nice. Sosa plays that through for Zardes. Here comes Zardes up the other side. Gyasi Zardes. Okay. Turnabout's fair play. We're having the exact same game that Toronto had last match, where they just could not finish a chance to save their lives, and now we're the ones hitting the woodwork. Oh, karma is a cruel, cruel bitch. Oh, here comes Gio. Takes it. Giovinco's been so freaking awful. I seriously don't understand how he's been this bad. Oh, Cannon. No, no, no. Bad touch by Reggie Cannon out there. Oh, get there. Oh, the ball's back for Giovinco. He's through one-on-one, and that is 2-0. He's not going to miss forever. We just can't give up those kinds of opportunities. That was another mistake by our young right back. He's had a couple of stinkers. He had the one against NYCFC last episode where he gave David Villa a goal, and now he just gifted one to Giovinco. Probably not the two players you want to be giving opportunities to. All right, well, that's unfortunate. Is that the end of the game? I think it is. Yeah, that's the end of the game. Sure, why not? Okay, we lost 2-0 on the road at Toronto. We dominated the game, just couldn't quite score ourselves a goal. I mean, they had 8 shots to our 5, but we had 4 on target. Our shots were way better than theirs. We created more chances. We were better than them. Fully dominated that game, and we lost 2-0. So, we just can't seem to put a stretch together enough to truly make up that ground on Atlanta. So here is what the standings now look like. That would have been a massive game. We would have been within 2 points of Atlanta if we had won that one. And we should have. I don't know how we beat Toronto 5-0 the first time. 2 games later, 1 week later, lose 2-0. It doesn't actually compute. But such is FIFA. Doesn't make sense at all ever. But, you know, whatever. We are sitting 5 points back, and we are going to be playing Atlanta twice this next month, so we're within striking distance now. At least we can say that. We're in with a shot here. If we can knock them off twice, and we beat them earlier this year with our reserves in the Open Cup, so they're fully a beatable team for us, and if we're able to knock them off and win the games that we should be winning, we might just be able to catch them and claim that supporter shield for the 2nd season in a row, or we could just be the Columbus Crew and screw this whole thing up, which is really the more likely scenario here, but we'll have to see what happens in the final 2 months of the season. So that's it for this one. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you when we come back with some more Save the Crew. See ya.